Hello everyone. I have a slightly different setup today. It's still a little bit that way. Not sure how to fix that, but I think the height is better today. What do you think? Let me know if you think this is better than the last one. Anyway, hi. I'm here to continue to work on Sherlock and to update you. I have I can't remember if I had the clasp on, but I have a little padlock. And I put a chain on the key, and it's an actual working padlock. And I've done the closure. So the closure goes there, and the little padlock goes there. And this is a piece of Craftex fabric. And with that same fabric on the inside, and I sewed that on. And then I poked with my big bite 2 holes in the back of the cover, put the brads through, taped them on the inside, and then I put the fabric on. But before I put the fabric on, I first sewed in my signatures. And I'm really glad I didn't do that on camera because I totally goofed and sewed them to the other side, the back side of the fabric, and got it all sewed in, perfectly aligned, straight, beautifully, and realized I had to take it all out and do it again because I sewed it to the wrong side. So I redid it. It came out fine. I'm happy with it. And I have stuck some ephemera in spots in here, just as placekeepers, because I also wanted to see how thick it was getting. So it's still got plenty of room. But what I want to, excuse me, what I want to do right now is I want a belly band right there. And I want the belly band to be made out of Craftex like this. And I've measured it, and I've cut little tabs because these little tabs will be what I glue down. I want to sew around here, and I want to attach, I have some things that I want to attach. I have these little vials, and my daughter said that she would help me fill these with resins because, you know, Sherlock Holmes was a chemist, and he was always tinkering and doing experiments. And so I want to attach these little vials here. And I did a similar project in a Nautical Steampunk journal a while back where I had elastic along here. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do twine, and I'm just going to tie them on this time because that seems a little more appropriate for the era, is to tie them on with some sisal twine. So I think we'll go like this. Yeah, so that's what I want to work on right now. I also made a couple of little, they're not really cameos. I had these cabochons, and I just cut out little faces from the Tracy, pretty sure these are from the Tracy Fox kit. And I just popped them into the bottom and then filled it with glossy accents. And so now I have some little cameo type things. And I think I might put, because they're so cute and tiny, I think I might put these 2 in between the 3 vials. Okay, so I'm going to move this journal aside, and we're going to work on this. So the very first thing I always do whenever I'm working with Craftex is I give it a scrunch because it comes looking pretty pristine. And then in its scrunched up form, like this, I can take my vintage photo and give all of those edges a little bit of an ink. And that just helps make it look a little bit more time-worn and distressed because, you know, this is supposed to be, the stories in Sherlock Holmes in the book all take place in the late 19th century. And it's actually a pretty interesting era, the Victorian era, because there were so many advances. It was the height of the Industrial Revolution, for which we're paying dearly at the moment, but that's a different story. So yeah, so there were all these advances, and they thought themselves, you know, modern and advanced, the way we think ourselves modern and advanced. But in retrospect, from our point of view, they seem maybe not so advanced. But it's interesting. Okay, so that just gives it a little bit more character and a little bit more of a distressed. I think I have to open up a new distress pad, because I think both of these old distress pads are getting a little tired. So I think that looks better. And okay, so the next thing I want to do is, I should probably sew around this next. So I know I just turned you on, but I'm going to be right back. I'm going to sew around this and I'll be right back. Okay, hello. So I think I need my light down closer. There we go. I sewed around. I don't know if that's showing up. I did 2 tours around the edges. I have a variegated green thread that I use. There. So it gives it just a little bit of a finished look. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put some small size, oh goodness, magnets. Some small size eyelets on here. These will work. And then I will run some thread through them to tie from the back. So I think my first one I'll do is this one. And I'm just going to grab a pencil. I had a white pencil. Nope, that's not it. Is this my white pencil? That's not my white pencil. Shoot, I was using a really cool white pencil yesterday that was showing up nicely. What have I done with it? Oh. All right, hold on. Nope, that's not going to work. No. If I were in class, I would say, you should have come prepared. But I didn't think I was going to need it, Mrs. Harris. All right, sorry. All right, well, a simple pencil will have to do then. It was here yesterday. It's all right. No worries. We're moving on. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that right there at the top. And I'm going to put 2 little holes on either side of the neck of that. And then I am going to tidy that up. And get them, because I want them to be kind of straight and aligned. So I'm just using this line and a line on the board. I'm going to make actual imprint there. Okay, and I think I can just use my little crocodile here to cut a small 1/8 inch hole on either side. Keeping the flap, oops, that's not going to reach. See, this is what I was talking about the other day. Sometimes you just need to bring in the big bite because things don't reach. So this is on 1/8, and I'm going to cut a 1/8 inch hole right where I made that mark. 1, 2. I'm going to poke into my 2 vintage style eyelets. I don't think these are Tim Holtz eyelets. I think these are a cheap off-brand, or they're not Memory Keepers or Recollections or anything like that. They're just a cheap off-brand because they're cheap. And I got a bunch of them for cheap. Okay. Oh, that did not work. Let me do this one. Let me change the bottom thingy-majiggy. See if this one works better. Well, that felt like a better squish. No, it was not a better squish. What the heck? I never know which bottom thing is the best to use. I think that's the best to use. It looks like the right one, but it is not squishing properly. Like it's not splitting and rolling. Okay, that's annoying. Let's try this one. It's unusual. I don't usually have a hard time. That one's worked better. All right, we're going to leave it at that. I do intend to put something behind here, so I do kind of want them to be as squished down as possible. All right, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, so that's one. And I have some sisal thread. I also have some waxed thread. I wonder if the waxed thread might be better. This will be fine. Scissors are where you left them, believe it or not. Okay, so I just want to thread each one of these through here like so, and I will just tie a bow right there. Okay, so then the vial will go right through there. So that vial is going to go there. I think I'm going to do the green vial in the middle, about there. So I'm going to do a dot here and a dot here. Like that, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to make another 2 holes there and next to it, and I'm going to use a different one of those this time. I'm going to use the easy ones, the easy squishes, which are Recollections. With the tiny eyelets, it does seem to pay to buy the name brand ones, at least so far. Okay, let's see how these squish. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, still not a very good squish. I wonder if there's something wrong with my thing, my big bite. Oh my gosh, that would be awful. Say it's not so. Do big bites wear out? I can't believe they would wear out. But I haven't had this much trouble ever getting things to squish. Well, I managed to convince that one. Okay, and I'm going to do another bit of twine through there. And then I think I might just outright sew the little cabochons on. Okay, one more. I'm going to do the long one here. Oh. Okay, turned the corner too, so that's fine. So be it. I think I'll put this one right there and right there. And here comes the third one. Move it back to 1/8. Cut holes where I make my marks. Get some eyelets. I wonder if those were the same eyelets and not different ones after all. Yeah, I think the Recollections ones have a much shorter shaft. So I think those second ones I did were the same as the first ones and not Recollections after all. The Recollections ones are just slightly smaller. Yikes. Oh no. Where did it go? Excuse my head. All right. See if I can find one more. Here we go. See, they're just slightly smaller. Oh my goodness, I keep dropping them. And then I can't see them on the table. Oh goodness. There it is. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Where's my cover? Okay. Pop one on here. So how are you all? Today is Monday, March 6th. And it is after school. And it was a lovely day at school. The highlight of my day at school was, I think, we did a lab in anatomy and physiology looking at, we have a set of, they're plastic replicas of a whole series of hominid skulls, so you can compare the measurements of the different kinds of human cousins through time. And the kids really got into it. And at the end, one of the kids said, "Thank you so much for that insight." How cute is that? These are high school kids. I shouldn't be calling them cute, but it just warmed the cockles of this science teacher's heart. It really did. I have such a nice group of kids in there. And yeah, I have really nice kids. I'm enjoying the semester so much. Okay. So I'm teaching anatomy and physiology and freshman biology, and I'm going to tie these on now so that I can see where to put the cabochons. And then, as I said, my daughter is an artist, and she does resin stuff. And so she said that she would help me. She would make them look spooky and sciencey. Okay. And the green one I said was going to go here. So what else? My husband is away for a few days for work. So it's just my 21-year-old daughter, myself, and the dogs. And they're definitely missing Daddy, because Daddy's the one who usually takes them on their afternoon walk. And I just said, go play outside. Don't come in till it's dark. And they said, "Oh, where's Daddy?" They'll be fine. We have a big fenced-in backyard, and they can just play outside. It'll be fine. Okay. So that is going to be that. I will fuss with the final bows later. That's generally how it's going to lie. And then I want to put these little cabochons in between, I think. I mean, I suppose I could, they're just kind of the perfect size. I mean, I could, I suppose, do another single hole there, and that way someone could change it up later. But they could also just change it up later and sew it shut. Yeah, I do. I want to sew it. So I have some, over here, I have some really heavy duty black thread. This is black nylon thread that I got for building a, hold on. I know you can't hear me. I have to show you this. I've got it for building something, sewing something out of nylon canvas. And it's super strong, and it's thick, and I like it. But look at this. Look at this. I found this at my local antique store. It's a vintage needle case. It says, the instructions say, might wiggle you a little bit. I'm sorry. I just want to bring the light in a little closer. It says, instructions, hold the required number uppermost, turn the indicator onto it, and shake out the needle. The points of the needles are protected. Sewing needles, best of fine quality, Janus. 50 steel needles. Made in Germany. So you just turn, they're not all filled, So it's a little bit of a roulette. But yeah, look, they came with all these cute little tiny needles. I don't think the eye of that will fit my thread. See what's under 7. Nope. 6. Nope. See, there's a little tiny indicator. So cute. Oh, 5. 5 has some. Does 4 have some? Nope. 3. Oh, it's just 8. Apparently it has to be perfectly aligned. Yeah, so they have itty bitty tiny little eyes. And then you can put it in between the numbers and they're completely protected. Isn't that the cutest little thing? So anyway, let me get a sewing needle. I have these. I think this will work. And do I have a thimble? I have a thimble. Because I think this might require a thimble. Okay, so let's take some thread and thread our needle. I know, exciting stuff. But I'm excited about how this Sherlock Holmes journal is coming out. I have so much ephemera that I have pre-cut and pre-inked. I was enjoying myself this weekend, and I turned the TV on. I have a TV in here now. And I turned it on and I watched some of my favorite Lord of the Rings movies. And I just sat and I cut and I inked. I guess I should come up, shouldn't I? There we go. This black, I'm not sure if I'm loving this black glass mat anymore, because that shine, maybe it's the new setup, the way the lights are, I'm just having a hard time seeing anything against it. So yeah, I want it to be, I don't want it to be perfect and tidy and neat. Uh-oh. I want it to, have it in my head that I want it to see if I can make it look like an X. Kind of like X marks the spot. And then I think I'm going to go up over here. And then through the loop. And then down the side. There we go. So this Craft Text fabric paper is really cool stuff. I really enjoy it. You can buy it in sheets. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And I'll keep it loose. And then I think I'll just tie this off. You can buy it in like 8 by 8.5 by 11 sheets, but you can also buy it by the roll. And I bought this, the stuff is left over from the roll that I bought, and I actually used it to cover the Nautical Steampunk journal that I made, which sold. And again, I will try to remember to link that video either on the end cards or in the description box below. I don't know if I'm clever enough yet with the editing to figure out how to do it in the end cards. See, I think I'll do it like this. My editing skills are wanting. I need some time and maybe some better equipment to figure out my editing. Because right now I just film on my phone, and I can use iMovie to link two clips together. But that's about the extent of my editing capabilities. And my daughter keeps telling me I should get a proper like a camera for specifically for you know, making videos. But doing this one a little bit differently. I'm going up on the outside and then down through the center. And that's also working. Don't want to make it too tight, because when you make it's too tight, it tilts. But then you can use like the proper editing software to edit. And I think that that's, you know, that's how people make all the cool intros, and they can bring up websites and highlight websites and do voiceovers and things like that. But I have not yet ventured into that stage of things. Okay, so let's have a look. It will go on like this. In fact, let me put some of these little tools away. Hi, honey. Sandy, my sweet Sandy, just came in to say hello. She's saying, is it dinner time yet? And it is not. It's still a half an hour before dinner time, sweetheart. She is a husky mix. We think she's mixed with, well, it's debate. My daughter says, I think she's hound. Let's leave it at that. A husky hound. Maybe a little shepherd. Ruthie likes to think Dobie, but the fur is all wrong for Dobie. She just has these cute little floppy ears that are Dobie-like. Okay, let's bring back the book. So that is going to get glued in on those flaps like that. And then I want to make like a really, so Jibid Neary posted a video the other day of this amazing foldy envelope collage-y, sticky-outy bits thing that was just fabulous. And I think I want to try and make one of those for right here to slide in here with lots of pieces of paper sticking out and layers, and we'll see. We'll see. Okay, because I love everything she does. I will link that video below as well, because it is so fabulous to watch. All right, Fabri-Tac. I just refilled this the other day, so let's hope. Hope. She's a flowin'. Okay, and then this little flap. Oh, can you see that? I'm sorry. Can you see that now? I'm just putting glues on the little flaps that I pre-bent. And are going to serve to give this surface to adhere to the base, but also it will give it a little bit of space so that something can be slid in. I think I need to clamp this. It's feeling like it wants clamping. And I'm just going to have to hope that it doesn't glue everything down. Okay. All right. So that is my Craftex belly band with vials for my journal. So thanks so much for watching. If you could, please click like and subscribe and consider ringing that bell. I am trying to build my channel up. It's been a while and I'm going to make a concerted effort now to just build it up. So again, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.